What if I told you that the hardest part of your live stream setup, the one thing that most people ignore until the last minute, can now be handled in under 30 seconds with zero design skills? If you've ever been stuck scrambling for lower thirds right before going live, or you've had a client drop the, "Oh, by the way, do you have our graphics line?" on the last minute, this is for you. Creating graphics for live streams or video projects is one of the biggest bottlenecks for videographers, streamers, and AV techs alike. And unless you've been photoshopping since middle school, which I have thanks to Computer Camp, then you probably hate having to design them under pressure. That's why I created Simple Thirds. It's a tool that I built specifically for people like us. People who would rather be behind the camera than stuck behind a canvas in Photoshop. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, how it saves you time, and how you can get started with a free account today. So stick with me. I've got a demo coming up and a special offer that you don't want to miss. Now, let me tell you how this all started. Over the past 15 years as a professional videographer, I've realized something. Everyone falls into two camps. You're either the technician, which is the gearhead, the camera wizard, the one who can run a show blindfolded, or you're the entrepreneur. You know how to build a team, close deals, and delegate like a boss. But graphics, nobody wants to touch them, especially not when a client throws them at you 30 minutes before showtime. Let me take you back to a real gig. We're on site for a live stream in DC, all systems are go, audio team set, cameras are ready, switchers dialed in, then I get the call. "Hey, you've got the graphics, right?" And then silence. The AV company that hired me had a Photoshop file somewhere. They figured I'd just whip up the graphics on the spot, and luckily I could because I have the experience. But it got me thinking, what if they had hired someone who didn't know Photoshop? What if the graphics guy wasn't even on the crew? You can't scramble to learn Canva minutes before a show, and don't even get me started about making them in PowerPoint. That night, I went home, opened up ChatGPT, and started building. I called it Simple Thirds, a tool that anyone could use to design live stream graphics without needing a design degree. A few hours later, I had a working prototype. It was basic, but it worked. Lower thirds with up to 3 lines of text, full control over size, font, alignment, colors, padding. It exported as a transparent PNG so you could drag it straight into your broadcast software. I threw it online and said, "Here you go, world, break it." And you guys did. I got hit with feature requests. Can we do gradients? Can we upload logos? What about feathered edges, rounded corners, drop shadows? One person even asked for bulk generation of graphics for an entire event. I quickly realized that this was way bigger than a weekend project, so I hired a developer to rebuild the entire thing from scratch and launched Simple Thirds 2.0. A tool that now serves livestream professionals, agencies, churches, media teams, and solo creators all around the world. You don't need Photoshop, you don't need Canva, you don't need a designer. All you need is an idea, and Simple Thirds does the rest. Now, I'm about to show you a full walkthrough of what it can do, but before I do that, here's what you should know. Simple Thirds is live right now at www.simplethirds.com. Free accounts let you create one project folder with up to 5 graphics. That's enough to build a complete live stream package today, and you can sign up in seconds. If you wanted unlimited projects, all the premium features, and full access to our growing template library, it's just $10 a month. No contracts, no commitments, cancel anytime. Now let me show you how this works in real time. In this new 2.0 update, we added a couple of things. First of all, you've got this view option. You can choose to view based on a list view or a grid view. And the grid view is kind of nice because it gives you a preview of your graphics, and so it's a little bit easier to see. If you've got the list view going on, then of course you'll just be able to see your brands based on the title of the brand. You're also going to be able to sort now, so we have a oldest or recent sort, so depending on if you want to see which projects you made a while ago versus now, you can do that, and these are independent. So this will sort for brands right here, and then your folders you can sort oldest or recent right here. And then let's start with a new brand, just so I can show you this new feature. So this is going to be called My Brand, and this could be like a company name, a client name, really anything that you want. And you're gonna see we have some system templates. We're gonna add a few more in over time. Some of these are just to get you started so you can see what it would be like for maybe like a lower third that has a logo in here, or if you just want a simple one on the right-hand side or centered, or this one has like rounded corners and it also has a stroke added to it. This one up here, this one has the feather added to the side. So these are just some system templates that are system-wide. That means all of you have access to them right out of the gate. And remember, the brands feature is a premium feature. So this one won't be available in the free account. The free account lets you create a folder and create graphics on your own. The branded side of things is going to be a premium paid feature. Additionally, you can create personal templates. So you can see I've already created a personal template right here, but let's just create a new template for today. And this is the template that we're going to use for our brand. So let me do a new template. I'm going to call this one, it's July. So this will be my July brand template. And I'm going to save it to my templates. And I'm going to go in to edit this graphic. And you'll notice that it is a completely redesigned from the ground up editor. This will let you know when you first join in, click any object on the canvas to start editing. So everything is click and drag to drop now. You can click right on any of these. You've got controls to bring them to front or send them to back. So there's layering built into this now. We've got a few tools on the side here. So you can start with templates, right? Like if you want to choose a system template, you're like, oh, I really like this one. I want to get started with that. You can do that right here. You've got our gallery. So if you want to upload an image, you can select an image off of your computer to upload, and then it'll be added to your library. So if I want to add this image, I just click on it right here. So once you add a logo, you'll see it on your canvas here, and you've got a bounding box. So you can click and drag this to move it anywhere you wish. You can also click to resize this. And so like we can move this over here in the bottom corner. You've also got your positioning tools right over here. So if you wanted to, you can adjust the horizontal, the vertical. You can also do like opacity, rotation if you really needed to. So you've got some positioning options right there. Otherwise, you can just click and drag and move this wherever you want. So I'm going to remove the old one. This guy's going to go right in here. And you'll notice we have some nice guidelines and some snapping too. So you can align this exactly where you want it to go. So like I'm gonna center that right inside that circle there. And then let's say we wanted to add some more shapes to this, some fun stuff. So we've got regular shapes on this side. We just added this feature. There's also abstract shapes. So if you like this, we can like add this to the side here, and maybe we'll do like different colors. So since we're on this blue scheme here, I'm gonna make this like a really light blue. And then I'm gonna put this like kind of like here, right? But I want it to be behind that logo. Well, I can send this to the back, and now it's gonna just layer that right behind that logo. And now I've got this awesome little design going on here. So I really like that shapes feature. It's a really cool thing that we've added to this. There's also a layer management feature now. So if you're trying to get that shape, right, and you're just like clicking the logo by accident, you can actually go in and you can figure out the shapes right here. So like if I hit circle or like group, so group is actually that one that we added in right there. I can change the gradient if I want. So I can like go like this and add a fun gradient to it. So I'm editing that shape out of the layers panel right here. You can also click and drag. So like if you needed this to go behind that, then you can do that. You can click and drag it up here and notice how it's updating right here on the spot. So I love this new layering capability that we have. And then of course, when it comes to any of your shapes, you've got this gradient or solid option. You've got all of these different settings here, so you can position it. You can add a stroke if you wanted to. You can add a corner radius. So if you wanted it to be like rounded corners, there's like this quick adjust that gets you started. And then if we do that, you'll notice we've started to get some rounded corners around these edges here. Really, really fun, really cool. We've got a few more settings down here. So if you wanted to tweak the size, you've got width and height adjustments. You can add a drop shadow to this. So you can even choose like the color if you want it to be a different color. If you want it like darker, I can choose the blur, the offset, like how far that drop shadow is going from the edge of my objects. You can see it there. If I tweak it that way, I can bring it down lower. So lots of really, really fun tools for tweaking all of this stuff. And all of this is available on the free side. So if you're just trying to make a couple of shapes and you want to test it out, by all means, go for it. But remember, this is a template. So I'm going to save my graphic. I'm going to go back to my templates, back to my dashboard. And remember, we wanted to make a brand. So I'm going to create a brand. We're going to call this our July brand. And then from my personal templates, I can now select this new template that I created. And then we'll create a brand. So here's our July brand. We can even move this up if we need to. I'm going to enter this brand. And now I don't have any graphics just yet. That template was what I created to use for all of the new graphics that I create from here on out. So this will be my test number 1. Here's my first graphic. I've made it right here. And then here we go. We've got that template that we created ready, and all I need to do is double click, go ahead and type in a new name. And then I've got a new lower third ready to go. So every time that I make a new lower third, and I'm going to save it real fast, every time I make a new lower third in this project, like if I copy this right now, I'm going to have that same exact look. And now I can go in and I can, change the name here. So here's my next one. I'm going to save it, go back to my projects, and now I've got all my lower thirds. And for organization purposes, you can rename them. So, if this is Jane Doe, and then this one was Jimmy Smith, right? And you can even look at this in the grid view. So if you just want to confirm as you're naming things, you can do it that way. But all of this stuff goes into a brand. In the brand side of things, you're going to have your own personal templates that you can create for your brands. Here, it's just a template to get you started that's built into the system. So I'm going to use this one. And if you didn't know this already, you can actually go into the background settings and you can see, people on various sides of the screen. So if you want someone on the right side of the screen, if you want to see someone on the left side, if you want someone centered, that's me. And then of course, if you wanted like a wider shot, you can see all of this just by adjusting your background settings. So let's say we've finished making this graphic, but we just want to add in a cool, fun shape. I'm going to do this. Let's give it a gradient here just for some more fun. So we're going to do like this and just kind of like layer it a little bit, like that's fine. Let's even make this like a little bit lighter in color, just so it's like this fun little addition here to brand this, right? So now we've got our graphic. We're gonna hit save. And then if you want to download it, you can download in HD or 4K. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you a PNG with a transparent background. So you can bring this into any one of your live streaming switchers or OBS or any software you might be using. And then you can bring this on and off of screen. So if I go back to my project, you can see I've got that July test graphic there. We obviously have a preview now because we've designed it. And I can go back to my dashboard where I store all of my brands and my folders. It's pretty cool, right? Let's recap. If you're a videographer, live stream producer, or part of an AV team, Simple Thirds is your secret weapon for faster, better looking graphics without the design stress. It's browser-based, it's intuitive, it's fast, and it was built by someone who lives and breathes this industry. Me. Head on over to simplethirds.com, create your free account, and see how easy that this can be. And while you're inside, use that feedback tool. Tell me what features you want to see next, and I'll keep improving it. I can't wait to see what you create.